Welcome in to Jim and Betty Smith Stadium here in Boone, North Carolina, where the App State Mountaineers, who are red hot, are set to take on the ETSU Buccaneers here on a kind of chilly Tuesday night in Boone. Both teams in their huddles getting ready. I'm Will Battershell. Joining me today will be Bobby Phillips, our last call together as students.
And actually, I believe my last call as a part of 90.5 WASU, which is a little bit weird to say. A little bit sad to think that, but glad to be here. Excited to talk a little bit of baseball. As always, should be a really good one we have today, Will.
Yeah, today we have for the Mountaineers to start them off is Connor Berezino on the bump. And then for ETSU, it's going to be Nate Connors, the left field or right field starter today. And then you're going to have Henry Ferguson and Tristan Cureless up to bat 1, 2, and 3 for the Buccaneers.
And last time we saw Berezino out for the Mountaineers was on April 14th, my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Mackenzie. A little bit late. But about a week ago at Western Carolina, Mountaineers unfortunately fell short in that game. He only pitched about an inning in that game, gave up 2 hits and 3 runs. So looking for a little bit of a bounce-back game, trying to get that footing right back underneath him and go out there and get a confident start for these Mountaineers.
Yeah, this season has not been very friendly to Berezino. Season long so far, 18.9 ERA, and in his 7 appearances, he's pitched 6.2 innings, allowing 15 runs, 14 of them earned on 15 hits.
And, yeah, you really want to see those numbers really improve for the kid, especially going down this final stretch of the season when the teams are starting to really lock in for that Sun Belt tournament that's right around the corner. You want to be able to get your hottest start of the season right here, really gain that momentum down that final stretch. So hopefully we'll see him go out there if you're a Mountaineer fan and try and get some of those quick strikes on the board, not allow too many people on base. I think that's been a big thing for this Mountaineer bullpen is they'll go out there and they'll get ahead in the count, but then they'll get a lot of guys on base, gets them nervous, and then naturally they bring them home. So you want to get those outs early on in the at-bat. Try and execute when you get ahead by 2 strikes and just go out and try and get that win.
One thing that I'm going to definitely be looking out for, Bobby, is the top of this ETSU lineup. If you look at their stats, 4 of them, are almost batting over 300. So these first 4 batters are really going to keep your eye on for the Buccaneers.
For sure. There's a lot of really great players up at the top, but Curlis in that 3-hole will be the most dangerous one to look out for. He can really get some power behind that bat, but first they got to worry about Nate Connor stepping up right now.
Curlis with 13 home runs on the season. Second in the team is Nate Connors, who's at bat from the left-handed side in his junior season. First pitch, and he lines it the opposite way through the shift, and it's going to be a early base hit, and he's going to stretch it into a double. So early first pitch, first double for Nate Connors.
And it looks like out there in the center to left field, both Drew DuPont and Charlie Evans were being a little bit lackadaisical getting that ball back into the infield, and that just allows Connor to just really take advantage and steal that second base and stretch it out for an extra base hit. Perfect start right if you are ETSU. However, App State, you can't be very happy if you're Kermit Smith.
App State going with the aggressive defense on there, and Connor just pushes it the other way where nobody is. Great baseball IQ from him. Next up, it's Henry Ferguson, going to be playing at shortstop today for the Bucs. First pitch is going to be high and outside for ball 1.
And now, really, if you are Berezino, you're putting that first batter behind you and acting like this is the first one, because if you let that first pitch get into your head, it's going to be a long game for the Mountaineers.
Berezino swing and a miss, so that's going to be the first strike of the ball game for Berezino as he powers the fastball past Ferguson. Connor on second, App State in a double, Zamora holding him on at second. So there's a big hole between first and second in Puig and Zamora. Third pitch will be high and in once again for ball number 2.
Ferguson, really a guy you don't want to get on base if you are the Mountaineers. Looking at him, he leads the team in stolen bases with 11 so far this season. So has a lot of speed behind him and can be really dangerous once he gets on that bag.
Righty-righty matchup. Berezino's pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be evening out the count at 2-2.
And you can feel the confidence behind Berezino on these last couple of pitches. It feels like he's really deciding on where he wants to place it and really making the batter guess.
He's doing a good job of not letting that first base hit really take over how he's feeling. Berezino sets inside once again, so all 3 balls high and inside.
And if the pitch count has been any indicator, this one's about to be in the strike zone because it feels like every pitch has been ball, strike, ball, strike. So most likely he's going to try and put this one in the zone.
It's a little chillier than expected here in Boone as the pitch is going to be just missing inside. So Berezino really going inside to the runner, and nothing does.
And that's just unfortunate if you are Berezino. It feels like he was really putting away that first batter in Connor, who got that contact early on. Now giving up a walk in a position where you could have really gotten an easy out to start off the game. You're letting everyone on base and the best hitters and runners for ETSU early on.
That's going to put 2 runners on, first and second, with Tristan Curlis up to bat. The pitch to Curlis popped out of play on the first base side, so it's going to be strike 1.
And as mentioned a moment ago here on the broadcast, Will, we were talking about how much power that Curlis has. He can really cause a lot of damage early on for ETSU. Previous time ETSU matched up with against the Mountaineers, they lost 8-5, so getting that lead early on could be really big for them.
Curlis by far the most RBIs on this team with 52. That ball smashed to center field. Charlie Evans is under it. He gets it.